Welcome to KEX, Construction Engineering. Most building collapses happen because of some avoidable column errors on site. Today, we break down the essential column rebar design rules every builder, civil engineer, and site supervisor must master to ensure building safety. Let's get started. A safe column begins at the foundation level. Because most errors and misalignments start at the footing and starter bar stage, they propagate all the way to the top floor. In this step-by-step animated guide, the model on the left illustrates common detailing mistakes that compromise column safety, while the one on the right executes the correct construction process according to basic design rules. Watch both builds closely as we move forward. 25 mm concrete cover at the foundation. This is wrong. The correct procedure: accurately offset and mark the column base dimensions from the grid lines to ensure structural alignment. Then, provide a 50 mm clear concrete cover over the blinding layer to ensure adequate protection of the foundation reinforcement against corrosion. In rectangular footing design, reinforcement placement is critical. It is a common error to place the shorter bars on top of the longer ones. Since the shorter bars act as the primary tension reinforcement, they must be positioned at the very bottom layer to ensure proper structural depth and effective load distribution. Note: always interpret and follow your structural drawings with absolute precision. Safety and accuracy start with the design. Next, we move to the starter column reinforcement. A critical rule here: do not use 90-degree hooks for your stirrups. They lack the necessary anchorage to resist the seismic and lateral forces columns must endure. To avoid this kind of column failure, always utilize 135-degree hooks for your stirrups. Unlike 90-degree hooks, which can easily open under pressure, 135-degree hooks provide superior anchorage and confinement. This ensures the column remains intact and prevents the longitudinal bars from buckling during seismic activity or heavy structural loading. Avoid guesswork by precisely positioning and plumbing your starter bars relative to the established grid lines. Correct alignment at this stage is critical. It ensures that vertical loads are transferred efficiently through the column, preventing eccentric loading that can lead to structural failure. Base formwork. I upload construction videos here every week. Yes, there are many construction videos on this channel. Go ahead and ask whatever you don't understand. I always reply, thanks. Pouring of 1,800 by 1,200 by 350 mm RCC base. Formwork removal. Observe how the starter bars on the left model have shifted off-center. This misalignment creates an eccentric load, meaning the weight of the structure is not applied directly over the center of the column. This forces the column to resist unnecessary bending stresses, which compromises its structural efficiency and safety. Contrast this with the model on the right, which remains perfectly positioned because it was accurately set and aligned to the grid lines. Now, let's lay foundation walls so we can pour the starter column. Formwork for starter column. Pouring of 450 by 225 mm RCC column. Formwork removal. Filling and compaction. Ensure you compact in layers. Filling with hardcore. "25mm slab concrete cover. Slab reinforcement. Y12 at 200mm center-to-center spacing. Pouring of 150mm RCC slab. Ensure proper curing. Now that the foundation and starter bars are complete, let's move to the next critical phase: how to set, lap, and continue the column reinforcement correctly. Observe the model on the left. The lap length provided is insufficient and fails to meet standard design requirements. Never compromise on lap length. It can lead to bond failure and structural instability. In contrast to the left model, this configuration provides a sufficient lap length in accordance with design standards, typically calculated as 50D, where D is the diameter of the bar. Furthermore, the laps are effectively staggered by 50% at different levels to ensure structural integrity and prevent a concentration of weak points. Another critical rule for column reinforcement: always use 135-degree hooks for your stirrups. Furthermore, ensure these hooks are staggered, placing them on alternate sides of the column rather than all on one face. This configuration prevents the column from developing a weak plane and provides superior confinement, ensuring the cage remains locked and stable under seismic loading. Setting, marking, and pouring of kicker. We cast a kicker at the base of every column. This short concrete upstand serves to critical purposes. It acts as a precise template for aligning our formwork, and it provides a watertight seal that prevents grout loss at the base, where concrete pressure is at its peak. Pouring for 150 by 225 by 75 mm kicker. With kicker. Without kicker. Now, let's set and align the formwork to the kicker and plumb it accurately before pouring of concrete. Formwork removal. Precision is the foundation of structural integrity. From accurate grid alignment to proper lapping and stirrup placement, every detail you master today prevents failure tomorrow. Never compromise on these standards. Build with discipline, follow your drawings with absolute precision, and transform your work into a lasting legacy of engineering excellence. I upload construction videos here every week. Yes, there are many construction videos on this channel. Go ahead and ask whatever you don't understand. I always reply, thanks. Thanks for watching.